Hamas released 3 Israeli captives over the weekend in exchange for 183 Palestinian prisoners, some of whom were serving life sentences. The first person off the first bus had to be carried off, and he couldn't walk on his own. But there were 7 other Palestinians who were taken to hospital, to the hospital. I'm sorry, after being released. And one man was speaking on, I think that was Al Jazeera, who was a freed Palestinian prisoner, who said he was handcuffed and blindfolded for like 40 days. Now, the Israeli captives who were released, they all seemed to have been malnourished, and I believe there was starving going on the side of the Palestinians who were in jail. But I feel like on those Israeli captives, I don't know if they're necessarily being starved or starved on purpose, or if it's just no food coming in there because there's no aid being allowed in. So if you're Israel and you're starving the people of Gaza, then you're also starving the captives, your own people as well. Now, Trump said that those Israeli captives look like Holocaust survivors. They have to throw words in there like that to just make it sound, even worse than what it really is. And I get a little tired of people using the Holocaust for so much stuff. Like, I just get tired of hearing about this stuff. You had Kanye West calling himself Adolf Hitler and just little stupid stuff like that. I don't know why that man's name just keep getting brought up and being kept current. I don't think he's worth being kept current, honestly. I think people need to kind of just move on from all that stuff, because it ain't worth keep bringing up. And then you have people who will use it in a way where it really doesn't apply. But either way, a few hours ago, Hamas said they'll be putting a pause on the release of captives. I think some were set to be released again this coming Saturday, but they pausing it because they're saying Israel has violated the deal by not allowing displaced Palestinians back into northern Gaza. And they also feel like phase 2 is not going to happen, and they may be going back to war. Some of the people in Israel, the government, have been kind of threatening that or whatnot. But the people in Israel, from what I understand, they not really feeling Netanyahu. I think they kind of blaming him for this, because that meeting with him and Trump, where they're basically talking about kicking Palestinians out. I mean, it doesn't really lend to y'all kind of solving the problem and actually getting a real ceasefire and completing the phase 2 and 3. If you're talking about throwing people out, and Trump talking about just the U.S. taking it over. And, he's talking about how nice the land is, but he's acting like he's doing the Palestinians a favor by wanting to throw them out of there. And also, the Israelis have always said that land, they have a right to it biblically, but that doesn't apply to America taking over the land. How does that add up to them being biblically, having the right to that land, which to me, it just sounds like foolishness. I'm sorry. You can't just throw people out of a land, and that's just not the godly thing to do, honestly. But I think it's more about the people, certain people in Israel, the higher ups, they just don't want Palestinians there, period. And that's what that's really about. They already threw them out of land before, and I think that was 1948, and now they're basically trying to do it again with the whole world watching.